happy gardeners, welcome back to Stinky Ditch Nursery. You join me on a beautiful July afternoon. I'll just give you a quick tour of the nursery. I was meant to do one in June, but I'm a week late. We got some lovely field geraniums coming up at the moment. Aren't they delightful? Absolutely delightful. Really low maintenance plants, It's July, it's when everything's it's like the firework display. Look at these grasses. These are just normal grasses from your lawn if you let them grow. And all the butterflies, we've got so many butterflies, so many little bugs. This is the way to garden, people. Let nature have its bit and you have yours. And we've got the cyclamen. Now our cyclamen are still asleep. It's July, but a few have started waking up. I've been playing them a bit of death metal and some really banging hard house music, and they seem to be responding well. Some are waking up, but the rest of them, they're asleep. Don't worry about it too much if your cyclamen are looking like this at the moment. It's what they do naturally. Look at that lovely orange feathers there. That's a Spanish poppy. Isn't that beautiful? They just pop up all over the place and they flower all year. Just keep deadheading them. Lovely plants to have in your garden if you don't want to do much with it and you just want beauty. Look at that, more cyclamen flowers coming up. These plants have absolutely captured my imagination. They really have. Wonderful thing to grow, very addictive. We got our cyclamen gracum. Now these are from Greece and the seed pods are a lot bigger than our heterofolium and our coums, and a lot more leathery. And they seem to give up their seeds a lot later in the year as well. So I'm still waiting though. I like them just like this. They're the most weird plants. Once you've had the flowers and the leaves, you end up with this stuff. If you've got kids, they find this really interesting. Springs, and it doesn't look like a plant. It looks like something off of Avatar, but it's the other way around, kids. Avatar looks like something that we've got. Look at this lovely globe thistle. This is an echinops, little globe thistle. It grows here each year, and I just let it grow in the middle of the greenhouse, and oh, I really got to do those gutters. Look. This is, it's the work of Sisyphus. You just do it, and then you have to do it again. I've left it for a couple of years. I have been unwell. Anyway, we got a load of little cyclamen babies here that have died back for the summer. Don't worry if they're looking like this, if you're growing them for the first time. It's normal. They haven't died, they're fine. They're just having a bit of a sleep. And here we've got some diorama now. The diorama are in flower outside. They are the most beautiful little babies. Look at these tiny little things. They take years to get a flower off of. Got a few false freesias here, little seedlings going. You can get a lot of stuff going. I'll start doing a few more vids. I haven't done one for a month or so on account of the madness. Oh, I've got some little false pineapples. They're a lily. I've got one in flower. I'll show you it in a minute. They look like little pineapples. And here's a few of these, a few more of these false freesias. Look at the lovely little flowers on those. And the seed pods are red, bright red. Once that's ripe, it'll split open. You've got these bright red seeds. Lovely thing to have underneath a tree or something like that. I've got some bigger ones over there. I've got them all online. If you fancy some. And what else we got? Some Bumeria. Now our Bumeria, look at this. It's a climber. It's from Peru. It has leaves. It has leaves sort of like bamboo, and it has these roots that are like potatoes. It dies back to the ground each year, but the flowers. Now look at this. Look at them. You can grow these in the UK. I don't know what hardy zone that would be in America, but you can grow these in the south of the UK. They're like rhubarb and custard. They are the most jungly plants you can imagine. They grow in pots, as you can see. I grow them in pots, or you can just bung them in the ground. Plant the roots quite deep so they avoid the frosts. But yeah, they'll go down to, I don't know, -5, -10, something like that. And what else have we got? We've got, our false pineapple. I just said about it. Those little seedlings coming up, they turn into plants like this. Now, this is delightful. It's a flower, and these flowers will go yellow, but it looks like a pineapple. Isn't that lovely? You can take cuttings from these. I took some last year, a bit too late in the year, so we're going to try some more at the weekend. I'll do a little vid about it, and hopefully we'll get some little babies coming off of those. We've got our geranium macrorhizum in here, and I've got some outside as well. They sort of start off inside the greenhouse, and then I put them outside. Oh, our Agapanthus. Agapanthus are lovely. You might see them in other people's gardens if you've got one. If you're lucky enough to have one, they'll be in flower at the moment. I've got these pyjama striped blue ones. I've got some that are pure blue, some that are pure white. As you can see, the seed pod, the flower heads are opening. Bit of cobweb on that. There's no need to help them. Just let them do it by themselves. You can end up doing more damage than good sometimes. Look, that one's almost come off, so I will actually. There we are. We'll remove that. But yeah, just let them get on with it. And these are the babies. Now I'm really excited. Oh, butterfly. Butterflies everywhere at the moment. the babies, I'm really excited about these because these are a mixture of all of the flowers that I've got, all the different colours. And so each year when the new ones come up, they're a surprise. Sometimes they look the same as the parents, sometimes they're something completely different. And from this one here, you can see this is going to probably be quite a dark blue. And this one here is going to be quite a light blue, but it's not until they actually open up. And sometimes it'll have a white stripe, completely surprise. And that's what I find so fascinating about growing from seed and cross-pollinating things yourself. Isn't that lovely? Right, outside we've got, oh, look at this one. Look at that, that's going to be a lovely creamy colour there. Oh, I can't wait for that one to open up. And it's only in a little pot, look. I've only grown it in a little pot like that. It is a few years old, but it is only in a little pot. You don't have to, when you see Agapanthus, don't think you have to have a lot of space for them to get them to flower. Same with the diorama. Now, diorama are in flower at the moment. These little seedlings I showed you earlier, this is what they turn into. Angel's fishing rods. Look at that beautiful flower on that. And some of them are white, almost purpley white, and some are quite large. Look at this. This is a robusta. And these are the buds, and they start flowering from the top. Real nice dark purple. I'm going to show you a few more of these. My cyclamen, my diorama fans out there are going to love this. And it's an angel's fishing rod. Look at that. Comes down to this bushy, grassy base, but planted in the ground, they will bush out and they will turn into quite big plants. Look at this one. This delicate pink on that. Isn't that stunning? Beautiful things. And oh, a few crazy daisies. Always good to have crazy daisies. They always seem to attract tiny, weeny little insects. Look, one on there, one on there. You know, if you want to do something for nature, look at the plants that nature likes the best. Well, if you want to do something for nature, just let it all grow over. You know, a bit of bindweed here. I know it's controversial, people don't like it, but I don't mind it. Just let it all grow. A few more butterflies, this is what happens. And look at these grasses. You've got the space in your garden, leave a little bit around the edge and just let the grasses grow long. They turn into beautiful things. Some more diorama. Aren't they lovely? This one's gone over. You can see the seed pods starting to form on that now. This one's just coming into bud, into flower. Look at that. From this grassy sort of thing. They're lovely. They do take a long time to grow from seed. These plants here are about 5 years old. So if you want to buy them instead. We've got some more diorama over here. A few geranium macrorhizum. I've just deadheaded them, and as you can see, they've greened up lovely. And these have got flowers. Like I'm getting a second flush of flowers on them now. Lovely thing if you've got a very dry area. A lot of my stuff tolerates the dry because I'm in bed quite a lot in the summer and it doesn't get watered. Look, here we've got some hibiscus. Look at these buds forming. You see that? So that's going to be flowering in the autumn, and that's what you want. You want to have a garden where you've got something flowering in each season. Until then, we've got the beautiful scabious. Scabious are lovely for wildlife. Got a red one there. A mauve one, or whatever colour you call that. You can get white ones as well. And field geraniums. These were on the telly the other day. I hope people really start to embrace these beautiful, beautiful things. These are the seed pods. I let them go to seed. I let them just do what they want. And they do this thing where you can see how they've evolved to get so heavy that they fall over. This is the middle of the plant here. They all fall over. These seed pods ripen, and then they do this thing where they dry off and spring, like these ones are doing. You see that sprung? Look at that. That's how nature works. It's worked out so well. We are novices. So they fall over, and then from the middle of the plant you get more growth coming up, so it spreads itself out. But if you've got it and it falls over in your border, don't worry about it, just walk around it. And what else we got? Oh, look at the size of these things. Look at that. Who wouldn't want that in their garden? The blue is just iridescent. And that one fell over a few weeks ago, and as you can see, the area under there is greened up nicely. So if it falls on your lawn, just walk around it for a few weeks and it'll be gone soon. They die back to nothing for the winter, and then they come back again. And over here I've got some bright red Montbretia. This comes up by itself each year. Look at that. I'm going to collect seed from it this year. It's lovely. It looks like the hedge is on fire. And down here with the blue. See what I mean? If you mix this iridescent blue with that red, isn't that lovely? Anyway, I've been harping on for far too long now. Oh, I'll just show you the vegetable plot. I tried to keep a vegetable... Oh, wait a minute, this diorama here. Look at that colour. What's that called? It's like a washed ruby. beautiful. I do love them. And over here, just the vegetable plot quickly. I'll just show you what's going on with that. I mean, I've tried to grow a vegetable plot here for the last 7 years, and oh, look at these little things just popping up in the lawn. Beautiful. Lovely clover there. Oh, a lovely little geranium coming up. It's all important. It's not just the plants we put in. And these nettles, I know nettles are controversial, but nature loves them. Look, it's covered in snails. Snails are doing this thing where they go as high as they can at the moment. And you've got all these little flowers that have turned now into seeds. It's rose bay willow herb. Look at that flower. This is a weed, people. It's not a weed, and it feels like they're so soft. It's like stroking a cat's tail. Absolutely beautiful. But the onions, I managed to get the onion sets to grow. Here's the vegetable plot. It's better than it has been in previous years, I can assure you. But I did manage to actually get some onions on the go. Look at this, they're surrounded by weeds, but we got some onion sets going, which is nice. So I've got about 20 onions this year that I've grown myself. So that's a good thing. Right, and just through the jungle here, just to finish off. And as you can see, when the madness kicks in, nature really does like to take over. We've got a lovely load of apples coming on our apple tree though. Absolutely lovely load of apples. Oh, look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Bramleys these are on this tree. Isn't that lovely? And that will feed nature and us. It's a lovely thing to do. And just finally, underneath the oak tree, look at these Penstemon digitalis. Oh, I've gone on low power mode. Okay, I've gone on low power mode. I don't know if it carried on filming there, but we've got these Penstemon digitalis. Aren't they beautiful amongst the grasses? Look at those grasses. It's just meadow grass. A little Francoa there. Low maintenance gardening, people. Low maintenance gardening. And our oak tree, I've had a good crop of acorns this year, so I'll be planting a lot of those out. Lovely oak tree to have in your garden. Only a little one. Just in here now, it's a couple of degrees cooler than it is outside. Beautiful things to have. Anyway, this has been Robbie Phoenix down at Stinky Ditch Nursery, going on and on and on about the joys of July on a hot sunny day. Thanks for watching.